When you are going to get started to learn coding, that time you need to understand that you need to start with learning basics. When I say basics, there are two types of basics. First thing is learning how to use one computer. Most of you already know how to use one computer and how to install software. But if you don't know how to do that, please learn it. If you just search one software name in the Google, immediately official website will pop up. Just make sure that it is downloaded from official website only. For example, when you are downloading VS Code, that time make sure that that is coming from Microsoft's official website, which you will be able to easily identify in Google. So just make sure that once you search it, you go to that particular page and there will be download option, and usually your own operating system will be selected. But if not, you can download it for Windows or Mac or even Linux. So once you download it, you need to learn how to install it. Usually if you just double tap on it and click next, that installation process will be done. That's the first step when you are learning the basics. Second thing is you need to learn the basics of that particular programming language. For example, if you are learning JavaScript, then obviously that time you need to know how to write code in JavaScript and all the syntax which is related to JavaScript. So for example, how to create functions, how to create for loop, how to create a if else statement, all these things you need to learn and you need to understand. Usually if you are from CS background or you are learning coding in your school or college, that time they'll teach you what are variables and how to use functions, how to create class, etc. That time you need to use that particular knowledge to understand whatever the language which you are learning right now. So if they are teaching in the college, they'll be obviously teaching it in depth. But when you are learning it on your own, for example, if you want to learn something like Python or JavaScript, that time you need to learn it by yourself. That time just make sure that you learn the basics of that particular programming language, all the syntax and usual basics. So once you are familiar with the syntax and how to write basics code, that time you need to understand the problem solving methodology. Yes, most of these things you will learn it in the school or college, but you might not give that much importance whenever you are learning in there. But whenever we are coding, we are trying to solve one problem. In problem solving methodology, you will exactly learn how you can approach solving one particular problem. For example, if you want to build one mobile application, that time first of all you need to understand why you are building that particular mobile application. What is the use case that will be solved once you have built that particular mobile application? If you want to build something like how to share whatever the thoughts you are having to the world, that time you need to build one application where you will have one text box and you will be entering some kind of text, and when you click on submit button, that time you should be able to send all the information to all the other people who they are sharing the thoughts with. I'm just giving one basic example that you need to learn how to approach solving one particular problem. So whenever you are having one project in your college, that time when they give that particular project statement, you need to immediately understand, okay, what and all tools you are going to use in this particular project and how you will create your own folder structure and approach that particular problem and solve it. So this particular skill is going to take lots of time for learning. Learning one basic syntax of programming language is not that much hard, but learning how to use those syntax and solve real world problem is little bit hard. So stick to here, don't quit when you are learning this. Once you learn it, you will be able to solve the future problem easily whenever some kind of problem comes. So that's why don't worry if you are not able to get it in first try only. And final thing which I want to tell in this particular video is start building projects. So whenever you are learning programming language or code, in the end you will be building projects. So now you might ask, so if I learn programming, will I be able to build project? Yes, if we see it in that way, yes, if you know how to code, that time you will be able to build project. But it doesn't mean that you will be able to build project successfully. Whenever you are building project, there will be database connection, there will be so many files, structures, and all the other things which you need to look after. That time you need to be more than a programmer, because you will be working with multiple technologies and you will be combining them. There will be database, there will be back end, there will be front end, all the different technologies will be there. And when you learn all these things, you will be able to implement it. That time you will be able to build a project. So whenever you are saying I'm learning coding, just don't think that you are learning how to code, that is like how to write syntax of one programming language. That's what not coding is for. Coding is for building projects. So you need to learn how to build projects as soon as you finish learning the syntax of one programming language. So that's it for this video, guys. if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you are not subscribed, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to comment something whatever you are having doubt regarding this particular video. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.